Shalom. And I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakach Chodash. Double honors to my teachers, the head apostles, and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to Akim that's out there listening, pushing forth this word with truth and sincerity, and a few Akwath as well that's listening with sincerity. All right, today, just coming back at you guys through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I'm just going to get into a lesson, okay? And the fact that, hey, when you learn this truth, man, you learn it to become a preacher, man, okay? You learn it to go and teach others also. Because scriptures tell you that what the harvest, let's get that real quick. The harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few, right? Plenteous. Oh, I wrote that wrong. Salakia. Oh, man. There you go. So, real quick, this is Matthew 9, all right, and verse 37. Then saith he unto his disciples, speaking about Yahweh Shai, okay, which is the true name of the Son, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name is not Jesus, okay? The letter J came in the 1500s, okay, and the time of Renaissance, okay. It's a made-up letter. There's no J in the Hebrew. All right. The true names of the Son is Yahweh Shai. Yah meaning he, Yahweh Shai deliver. He delivers. It's a omen nomen, you know, because Yahweh Shai is coming to save his people. All right. But let's read that again. Matthew 9 and verse 37. Thus saith he unto his disciples, the harvest is the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Yeah, man, the harvest is plenteous. There's a lot of work to be done. All right, there's a lot of sheep that has to be gathered. There's a lot of fruit that has to be gathered. Okay, but what? The laborers are few. Okay, the laborers are few, meaning there needs to be more prophets out there pushing forth this word, so that what they could gather fruit, man, for the destruction to come, hey, sooner than we believed. Okay, that's what it's all about. It's all about sealing the elect, right? That's the harvest. The harvest is sealing the elect, man. Because we know once the elect is sealed, then, hey, all hell is going to be breaking loose. Okay, we know that Jacob's trouble is going to be kicking in motion in fast gears, man, once the elect is sealed. Because what it says it right here. This is Revelation 7, all right? I'm going to start at verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. Yeah, okay? He told them, don't let all hell break loose yet until what? The servants of Yahweh Shai is sealed, until the elect is sealed, okay? That's another reason that what we need more laborers. We need more laborers in this, because what? The harvest is plenteous and the laborers are few. Okay, and with that being done too, what? That means the destruction is gonna happen even sooner. That's why when you learn this, man, you don't just learn it to just you just have it there, you know. You folded it in your napkin, you know. No, man, you learn this to become a preacher, to become a teacher. All right, verse 38, Matthew 9 and 38. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. Yeah, and indeed we do pray that what? The Lord sends more laborers, man. Okay, then, you know, there needs to be more laborers in this. That's when you learn it to be a teacher. Okay, the Lord didn't just give you this truth, you know. He came across it for no reason, man. All right, you came across it for a reason, cause what? He wants you to preach this word, man. Okay, matter of fact, you know what, let's get the parable of the talents, man, because, you know, there's a lot of napkin niggas out there, man. You know, the Lord gives them a talent. He gives them this truth, plus they have talent, you know, certain gifts, but they don't use it, man. They don't use it to the Lord's benefit. All right, they rather just fold it, you know, in their napkin, put in their back pocket, and then go on about their day-to-day life. Imagine that, man. This is Matthew 25, all right, and verse 14. Okay, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his servants and delivered goods unto him. Okay, the servants speaking about what? The prophets. Okay, the men of the Lord. Okay, and the countryman and the man traveling into a far country is Yahushai. Okay, that's Yahushai. He went and traveling into a far country. He's in the spirit world right now. That's that far country. Okay, and then what? He called his servants, meaning his prophets, and he delivered goods unto them. He delivered talents unto them. Whether it be the gifts of prophecy, or the gifts of teaching, whatever it may be, whatever gift that the Lord gives you to further this ministry, okay, to further his work. All right, verse 15. And unto one he gave 5 talents. So to one he gave 5, and to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several abilities, and straightway took his journey. So to every man, he gave according to their ability. So proves that not every brother's the same. Everybody has their own gift, their own part to play in this ministry. All right, whether they're a speaker or a reader, whatever it may be, everybody has their part to play. All right, verse 16. Then he that had received 5 talents went and traded with the same and made other 5 talents. So the guy that received 5 talents, right, he went and what, he traded that same talent, and what, he received more talents. In other words, him receiving this truth with the talents that he has, right? He went and preached it, and then what? He received fruit. Okay, he received more sheep into the fold, man. He brought more sheep into the fold. Okay, so he did something with his talent, right? And likewise, he that had received 2, he gained other 2. So then, even the guy that had 2 talents, he went and what? He did something with it, and what? Brought sheep unto the ministry, man. Brought more elect. Okay, hope for elect unto the ministry, man. Right? But he that had received 1 talent, and he that received 1 went and digged it in the earth and hid the Lord's money. You see, he went and digged it, man. All right, he didn't use that talent, man. Because he had his own purpose, his own thing to do. All right, because that's the majority of of Jake when they receive this. They have their own purpose. Nah, I got my own purpose. I have my own things to do. They just disregard, what the Lord has set them forth to do. They're going about their own will, After a long time, when the Lord of the servants cometh, he reckoneth with them. So that's why when Yahushai comes, Yahushai is coming. When he comes and cracks the skies with thousands of heaven, all right? And he comes to deliver his elect. Okay, that's the Lord's return. That's the, that's the Lord's return. Okay? And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 more. And the Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter down to the joy of thy Lord. Yeah. So that the servant that had 5 talents and that received more, okay, that actually did something with the talent, that did work with it, what? He got a reward for that, man. Okay, he became ruler over many things, and he had entered into the joy of the Lord. He became joint heirs with Yahushai. Okay, another reason, hey, we're not doing this for naught, man, because there's a reward at the end, man. Okay, there's a reward. Yahushai is gonna crown us, man. That's in the second Ezra 2. Second Ezra 2. All right, that young man that crowned them, Yahushai is gonna crown us for doing this work, man. Okay. It's not for naught, all right? But I'm going to jump down to the one that hid the Lord's talent, okay? Because the other servants as well, they received benefits too. They became rulers over many things. The 2, the 5, all right? But let's jump down to the 1. Verse 25. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art a hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there that is thine. Okay, so he came into, Lord, I know, man, you fear, I know you're a hard man, but I went and hid the talent, he's making excuses. You see, his Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I would have received my own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. You see? So your talent is going to get taken away, and it's going to be given to another brother, man. All right? If you're not doing something with it, man. Okay? It's going to be taken, man. You have to use it. If you're not using it, the Lord give you, a certain talent, a certain gift, and you're not using it. What do you think the Lord's going to do? He's going to be looking, okay, he's not doing with it. Take it from him, man. Give it to this brother, because he's on fire. Okay? He's not slothful. He's doing something with his gift. Give it to him to add more into him. You can't just be there hiding the Lord's talent, man. Verse 29, for unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken even that which he hath. Yeah, man. You see? So the one that has, that's actually doing something with it. Hey, he's going to get more, man. The Lord's going to add more to him. But if you're not doing anything with it, hey, you're just going to diminish. The Lord's just going to, take whatever he gave, he's going to take it away because you're not doing anything with it, man. You're not furthering the ministry. You're not furthering, pushing forth the Lord's word, to gather the elect. You're not doing what the Lord told you to do. It's like when you go on, you apply for a job, okay? You get the job, you have to work, you're not doing shit. What do you think is going to happen? The boss or the manager is going to fire you because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You got hired for a specific reason. You got hired to do this job, but you're not doing it. You're being slothful. You act like you don't want to be there. Yeah, he's going to fire you, man. He's going to hire somebody else. You see? That's how it works, man. And it's the same thing with the Lord. All right? Because this is a government, man. All right? This is a big business. Okay? And Yahushua is the CEO. You see? And if you're not doing the work, you're not doing things that's profitable for this company, all right, for this government, hey, the Lord's going to do away with you, man. All right? Because he doesn't need for slothful service. He doesn't need for service that's not willing to do this, man. Because this is very serious. Okay? This is not just a movement, a trend. No, man. This is very serious, man. All right? Because Jake, they think everything's a fucking joke, man. Oh, this is a movement. Let me come into this. What is this about? No, man. Okay? This is very serious. That's why scriptures tell you, if you know this and you went back, it's better that you didn't know this, man. Because there's gonna be severe judgment. Because you came and played with the Lord's business, man. You think it's a fucking joke. This is not a fucking joke, man. All right? So you Jakes, that, hey, scriptures also tell you, man, to count the cost. You got to count the cost before you step your foot into this, man. You got to count the cost. Matter of fact, man, actually, let's finish that last precept, man. I mean, that last precept there, and then I'm going to get this precept real quick. So, verse 30, and it says, and cast ye that unprofitable servant into outer darkness, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Yeah, man. Cast that servant to outer darkness. Now you don't know shit no more. You back into the world. You're worse than you were before. You have more demons on you. Now you're just in complete fucking darkness, man. And yeah, now you just became fuel for the fire. Now you just missile food, or Jacob's trouble food for the beast, whatever it may be, for the famine. The Lord's gonna do with you a severe way because you played with his business, man. All right. Begin to build. Let's get that. Right, because you gotta count the cost too when you come into this, man. This is not just some regular, trend. All right. This is very serious, man. This is a trend, yo. It's a movement, Israelite movement. With the real people. It's just a movement, man. I'm going to come into this, see what this is about, man. No, man. When you come into this, you got to be serious. You got to count the cost. You got to count, what am I getting myself into, man? Is this for me? Right? You got to count the cost, man. Because this thing, this thing's not for everybody, man. Not everybody's supposed to be out there in the highways and hedges pushing forth this word. All right, so you're gonna count the cost, man. This is Luke 14. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna start at verse 28. All right, for which of you attending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Yeah, man. If you attempt to go build a building, You're going to count how much materials you have, if you have enough to finish it, if you have enough, money to finish it. And it's the same thing with this truth. When you come into this, when you come into this truth, all right, if you want to put your hand to the plow, you're going to count first. Am I ready to make these sacrifices? Okay. Am I ready to enter into, to have a tribulation pretty much every time? Am I ready to do those sacrifices for the Lord, man? To suffer shame, to get scoffed at, scorned at? Am I ready for that? You got to count these things, man. All right? Because, when you come into this, that's to be expected. If you don't expect it, and then, oh, shit, I wasn't ready for this. I didn't know this was like this, man. And then now I want to get out, Hey, it tells you, and matter of fact, man, let's get this real quick in Ecclesiastes, man. Because also when you come into this, man, you're making a vow, man. You're making a vow unto the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? It's a vow that you're making. And matter of fact, let's read the precept right here, man. This is Ecclesiastes 5, all right, in verse 4. When thou vowest a vow unto the Lord, defer not to pay it. For he hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Yeah, man, the Lord doesn't have pleasure in fools, man. Okay? Because when you come into this, you're making a vow. You're making a commitment, man. Okay? This is like a spiritual mafia, man. When you go into the mafia, there's no going back, man. If you want to leave, man, they're going to blow your head, man. They're going to kill you, man. Okay? It's the same thing here, man. And you might not die now, or you might not die, right away. But best believe, man, when the judgment comes, when Jacob trouble comes, the Lord's going to have a special judgment for you, man. Because you decided to play with his business. You decided to play with this truth. You see? And he doesn't have pleasure in fools, man. If you made a vow, you have to pay what you vowed, man. You have to endure in this until the end, no matter the fucking odds, man. Verse 5, better it is that thou shouldest not vow than thou shouldest vow and not pay. Yeah, it's better that you didn't even step your foot into this, man. Okay? Then you go and vow and then, now you withdraw. I withdraw back. I don't want to, No, man. When you come in, you come completely in, man. You put your full hand to the plow and there's no looking back, man. Okay? So let's go back to that Luke. Was it 12? I think it was Luke 12. Bear with me for a minute. Okay. This is Luke 12. Let me see. I don't think it was Luke 12. Salakia. All right. Yeah, man. You got to count the cost, man. Count the cost. That's Luke 14. Luke 14 and 30. All right. 29, right? Less happily, after he hath laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, and all that behold it began to mock him. Yeah, man. Because also there's people watching you, man. When you come into this and then you change, now you're all about the scriptures. You're all about Yahweh Bashim Shai, pushing forth the vibration of the Lord. And then now you withdraw back. What do you think is going to happen to that cloud of witnesses that was watching you? Because best believe people are watching us in this walk, man. When they see that you withdrew now, and now they're going to begin to mock. Oh, this guy wasn't serious all along. He was just playing. I know it was a movement. And imagine how you're making the Heavenly Father look. How you're making Yahweh Bashim Shai look, man. How you're making Yahweh Shai look, man. Because when you come into this too, you become a representation of Yahweh Shai. Because we're ambassadors of Yahweh Shai when we're in this, man. And imagine you withdrew now. How do you think you make the Lord look, man? You decide to take your hand from the plow. How do you think you're going to make the Lord look? You see? Do you think the Lord's happy with that, man? You were all about him, telling people all about him, and now you withdrew. And now these people are mocking. Who do you think they're mocking first and foremost? They're mocking Yahweh Shai. Because you weren't serious. And then now you make, look how you made the Lord look now. You make the Lord look like this is a joke. This is not a fucking joke, man. That's why you got to take this serious, man. All right? Verse 30, saying this man began to build and was not able to finish it. Yeah, man. He began this. He didn't finish. I knew what this guy was, he was playing it along. I fucking knew it, man. Yeah, come smoke this blunt, Making mockery of the ministry, man. That's why, you got to count the cost. You got to know what you're getting yourself into, man. This is not just a movement. Okay? This is very serious. All right? You got to keep your hand to the plow. Okay? This is Luke 9 and verse 62. And Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua, yeah, man. If you put your hand to the plow and you look back, you're not fit for the kingdom, man. Okay? The Lord's not going to take you. You know, of course, there's, cases with, with certain men, with special men, they've turned their hand back, and then, the Lord's going to have mercy on certain men. But, don't put that, how do I put this in words? Just because, I said that doesn't mean, you could come into this and then, decide to withdraw and, oh yeah, the Lord's going to have mercy, He said it. No, man. It's just special cases. Not everybody's the same, When you come into this, don't think about, looking back. It's all about looking forward, man. There's no looking back here, man. All right? You know what? Let's get this also in 1 Peter's. I paraphrased it earlier. Is it 2 Peter's? I think it's 2 Peter's 3. Bear with me for a minute. No, 2. 2 Peter's 2. Yes. This is 2 Peter 2 and verse 20. For if after they have escaped the pollution of this world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahushua Mashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome, the latter end of it is worse than the begin. Let me read that again. 2 Peter 2 and 20. For if after they have escaped the pollution of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahushua HaMashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome, the latter end is worse with them than the beginning. Yeah, man. If you came into this and then you decide to go back to the world, hey, your state is gonna be worse than when you came in, because now you're gonna have more demons on you. The Lord's gonna cast you into utter darkness, right? Verse 21, for it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment that was delivered unto them. Yeah, it would have been better for you, man. Because now your state is going to be worse. Now you're going to have more demons on you because you decided to play with the Lord. You see? But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb. The dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the soul is washed to her wallowing in the mire. Yeah, man. You went back to your own vomit. You went back to your filth. You see? And then is that wise? That's not wisdom. All right? But like I was saying earlier, the point of this lesson is that when you learn this thing is to become a teacher. Because the Lord is indeed looking for teachers, indeed looking for men, to further his business, to make his business grow, to make this government grow. You see? This is not just, something you just learn it, just to have it there, just in case, I come into a debate, I could bring for this knowledge about the Bible. No, man, it's not what it's about, man. It's about gathering the sheep. You know what? This is Hebrews 5 and verse 12. For when the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which is the first principles and the oracles of Yahweh Shem Yoshai. Yeah, you indeed need people, teachers, men, to teach you this in order for you to become a teacher, because it tells you also what ye have entered into other men's labors. All right, so indeed you're gonna need a teacher, man. Me myself, I have teachers. I didn't just learn this, by revelations. I was in my bed. The Lord just came to me, said, this is the breakdown of Revelation. This is the breakdown of this. Nah, man. I learned this to the men, to the men of GMS, man. Okay, the elders and apostles on down. We all have teachers in this, man. And if you say you don't, that's that pride spirit coming on you, man. Thinking that, I'm Paul, Yahushua came to me personally, man. Okay. Yeah, man. And are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. Yeah, because when you come in this, you need the milk first to get built up. Because when you come into this as well, you become as a newborn babe. A newborn babe doesn't go and just starts eating, chicken thighs, freaking goat. Nah, man. You got to start with the milk first, with the basics. And then when you get built up, you go for the meat. Because if you go for the meat right away, man, you're not going to be able to chew that, man. You're going to choke, and die. Imagine you try to feed a newborn baby meat, man. What do you think is going to happen with that baby? You're going to choke that baby, it's going to die, That's why, you got to go with the milk first, then the meat. Because if you take the meat right away, it's going to be, you're not going to comprehend it. And that might lead you to falling away in this truth because you don't understand what, you got to start with the milk first, man. But the point being, before you become a teacher, you're going to need people to teach you again, men of the Lord. Okay, like I said earlier, you have entered into others' labors. You're coming to this to become teachers, because also in the prophecy, the Lord said he's going to give our people pastors, right? That's going to teach them. This is Jeremiah 3:15, and I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Yeah, the Lord is going to give us pastors. He's going to give Israel pastors, all right? In other words, teachers. That's going to feed them with knowledge and understanding, according to his heart, according to his mind, according to his will. You see? And also in Isaiah, it tells you how that, hey, your eyes is going to see you teachers. You see, this all things about teachers that, hey, see, we need teachers, man. We need laborers in this. Okay? When you get hired, hey, you gotta start doing the work, man. When you get called, man, hey, that's the hire. Hey, that's when, it's the hiring process, in lack of better words. This is Isaiah. Oh, no. So I think it's a 29. Bear with me for a minute. Is it 29 or 26? Let's see here. 30. This is Isaiah 30 and verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. Yeah, your eyes is gonna see thy teachers. What? In the highways and hedges, because the Lord indeed did compel us to go in the highways and hedges and compel, our his people to come into the marriage. But we know only a certain number is gonna come into that marriage, man. And it's only a certain number is going to receive this truth, because not all Israel have obtained this, but the election have obtained it. All right, and that's what this is all about. This is all about gathering the elect. Okay, learning this truth and becoming teachers to gather the elect. That's what it's all about, man. All right, and pushing forth the vibration of the name of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai first and foremost. Okay, and so with that, man, I'm going to close it off here by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Uchachodash. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, I'm going to say shalom.